Boom. Just like that, touch of a button. And we're with you live again. It is a Wednesday. It is a Wisdom Wednesday. It's Word Wednesday. It's What's Up Wednesday.
There's some birthdays that we're celebrating today. And then you got to do the congratulations to Milwaukee and the Bucks because they had a great game last night and won a championship. And even if you're not a basketball fan, Milwaukee was on fire. I mean, they had 50 or 65,000 people outside of the stadium. Looked like a fun party.
There will not be any business transactions in Milwaukee, man.
Milwaukee's running a little late this morning for sure.
People are out and killing it. So good for them. It's always great when a city who has not won in 50 years gets to celebrate something like that. So congratulations to Milwaukee. Congratulations to Giannis. You know, I think he touched a nerve with everybody, you know, with his comments, and super cool, man. Really.
So him and Chris Middleton have played together for 8 years in Milwaukee. They have built that team around them, and he had opportunities to go other places and decided he wanted to stay in Milwaukee because the city welcomed him. He wanted to stay with the organization that took a chance on him. Not always do those stories get rewarded with a championship, but it's cool to see it happen.
Yeah, you know, right. The temptation would have been to come to Miami, all the sizzle, the glitz. And he stayed in Milwaukee. He was committed. And so I think, you know, honoring that is always good. So, you know, shout out to everybody involved there. Your old boss, the ESPN guys, you know, have a stake in that team.
Oh, yeah. The Good Karma Brands, you know, Craig Karmazin is a part owner in the team. So, and, you know, when I got to spend some time in Milwaukee and in Madison, it was a fun time. And there's no doubt that town rallies around the Bucks. So super happy for their entire team.
I'm glad Jake brought it up. Drew Holiday basically was playing in New Orleans. His wife gets sick. His wife's an athlete as well. His wife gets diagnosed with something. He says, I'm out. I'm taking care of the family. Doesn't play a whole year and then comes back and gets to do this, man. Crazy. Just the stories that come out, the human interest, all the good stuff. So kudos to them. Welcome everybody as you're rolling in. Thank you for the comments on our new LinkedIn page. Looks like some of you have actually gone in and registered, and you know, so we're happy to see you guys there. But it's Wednesday. It's after 8 o'clock. You know what that means. Let's listen to some Teddy.
Wake up, everybody! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Wake up! Come on! Wake up, everybody! Teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen what you have to say. Wake up, everybody! No more sleeping in bed. Come on.
So I want to bring up a comment. You know, Gary Sarner jumps in, and Gary, thanks for your support of this. You know, family first. It's not always that way. You know, we talk about it, we get it, but you know, in the business world, you don't really see that enough. You know, when Christy Ruiz posted something about her son throwing a tantrum, there were so many other comments of people who said, yeah, I go through the same thing in the morning. That's relatable. And so I love seeing.
Especially in sports, like that above all other, you know, all other professions, you know, family gets sacrificed for the sport. The team they get moved to, you know, constantly moving around the country, getting hired and fired if you're a coach, or if you're a player getting traded and moved around, and the sacrifices the family has to make so that the athletes or coaches can devote the hours and time necessary. So Drew Holiday is an amazing story, and it's awesome to see that behavior get rewarded.
Yeah, man. Love that. The universe does work. Want to shout out to all of my friends at TBC Corporation. We joined them last night for their one of their parties. our man Dave Dittman, Chris Halstead, Kevin Oler, Darlene, all the folks there. We joined them last night over at Drive Shack, and I'll be speaking to their group tonight. And what a warm reception. People, as I walked through, I went with Jake and Shay. As I walked through, they're, oh, we're really excited to hear you speak tomorrow. And so I actually rewrote a whole program for them. And I'm excited because a lot of it is about customer service. And that's where we win and the difference and stuff like that. So Dave's been a fan for a long time. He says he watches the Huddle while he's sitting back having a cup of coffee going, you guys are crazy. But there are so many people who watch that don't say hello in the morning. So shout out to all of you guys who are doing what you're doing, getting about your morning, but you have us on in the background. We appreciate it. So today is Word Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday. There's a couple of birthdays that would have been birthdays. One of them is Ernest Hemingway, and Ernest Hemingway is somebody that, is known for his words. And I wanted to share one of his quotes that I think is so relevant. And this is so true. Like, you can put this up on the refrigerator and live by this. Before you react, think. Before you spend, earn. What a concept that is. Before you criticize, wait. Before you quit, try. I might argue that one because I don't like the word try. But Shay, go back to that for 1 second. What I do want to pull out of there is before you spend, earn. I take that, in this whole idea of delayed gratification. People want the success from LinkedIn before they did the work. Spend the time to earn the result. People see other people's success, and that's all they say is, oh, I want that. I want to do that. Well, it's just not that easy.
It's the same thing with the criticize. Like, people are quick to try something and then say, oh, that doesn't work, or it didn't do this, or it didn't do that, but they actually didn't put in the effort needed and the time needed. I think that's the thing, that there's just no way around that. I struggle with it on the daily, right? The patience to just not get caught up in the, pride of what can happen down the road, but staying in the moment and just saying today is enough, as long as I do all the things I need to do in order to invest in today and stuff. It's a tough thing to do.
I talk about that in my keynote, that, traditional investing is you got to put money or time or some capital in and then let it grow, let it compound and get, that return down the road. So, it's very significant for me when I see it. This morning I got up, I happened to, as I normally do, just randomly pick something out of my library. And I was listening to Jocko, and Jocko was talking about discipline. And he goes, listen, there's no getting around it. It's hard. Like this, it's hard, man. You can sugarcoat and do anything you want, but the reason why discipline works is because it's hard.
Right. So that's exactly correct.
So really cool stuff. And I'll do a show on Jocko because I'm compiling a bunch of stuff of his. But continuing in the birthday celebration, it is Cat Stevens' birthday. Now, I'm dating myself because when I was in high school, Cat Stevens was really, really popular. I loved his songs. It was almost like poetry if you listen to the words. And one of the songs, please show me the words to that song. Take your time, think a lot. Why, think of everything you've got, man. For you, you'll be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. I mean, God, I get chills. I mean, when I hit his form of music, similar to like James Taylor, telling stories through music. So I do have a trivia question today, and you can pick swag, you can take the whole package. Get this one. What is Cat Stevens' real name?
Wow. I mean, like when I saw this, like who knows this or why they know this is.
Well, so I knew it, which is sort of like shows you how cluttered life is. But, singer, songwriter, musician, fantastic. I love everything that he does and is doing. He changed his name to an Islam name, but his original name, I'll give you a hint, he grew up in New Orleans. So we'll let that sort of simmer when we go to motivational music. And of course, it would be Cat Stevens.
I've lost everything to you. Say you wanna start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear, but then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child girl.
So here's what's interesting. I know for a fact Chaz Googled it because Chaz, you're the best. Thank you for doing that. Lori Eric. So here's a great thing, man. I love this. Lori was part of the group of people that I spent the weekend with in at the Jersey Shore. Welcome, Lori. Please, everybody, welcome her. Reach out, grab a cup of coffee with her. She's committed to getting involved in LinkedIn and in Instagram and stuff like that. So Yusuf Islam is his current name. His name was Stephen.
Right?
But the way that Jazz put that in there, so
I love it. Yeah, the fact that the middle name, like the full name, like obvious.
Lori, reach out to me. Lori, reach out to me. You're getting swag. Jazz, you get nothing. You get nothing. So it was very cool. So great to have you all on board. Thanks for playing. Thanks for having fun. I think James Gonzalez or I forget his name. Hold on. Joseph Gonzalez was in there with the right answer as well. So Joseph, if you want a shirt, a mug, whatever, please reach out. So finally today, to bring home and bring all of the content together, it would have been Robin Williams' birthday. And today, in honor of his birthday, hold on. Chad is right. Salesperson is that it's all about research.
Yes. You know what? He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He knows how to use the tools.
He is using the tools, man. That is really cool. So Chaz, pick something, okay? It is actually Invite an Alien to Live With You Day, which is a day that was put together we come together on the anniversary of Robin Williams' death, or birthday rather, who played the character Mork from Mork and Mindy. So how many people remember Mork and Mindy? Wow, crazy.
I remember Mork and Mindy only because I would watch it on Nick at Night.
Oh, so you watched it after the fact?
Correct.
Wow, crazy stuff. So some of his biggest roles were World According to Garp, which is a great movie with John Lithgow. And I don't know, Moscow Johnson, another great movie about him defecting. Dead Poets Society, which you could take Dead Poets Society and pull out dialogue from that and just have a whole motivational thing. The Fisher King, Hook, Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, Flubber, Birdcage, Good Will Hunting, Night at the Museum, crazy stuff. He's won awards, incredible stuff. But my personal favorite, Shay, show me how you wake up in the morning.
Patch Adams.
I was going to say Patch Adams was unbelievable.
Show me how you wake up in the morning.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva Da Nang. Oh, Viva Da Nang. Da Nang me. Why don't they get a rope and hang me? Hey, is it a little too early for being that loud? Hey, too late. It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early. Speaking of early, how about that Cro-Magnon, Marty Drywoods? Thank you, Marty, for silky smooth sound. Make me sound like Peggy Lee. This is AFBN, rocking you from the Delta to the DMZ. AFBN, better than AFVD, which means you have to get a quick shot. We're moving on right now. Here's a little riddle for you. What's the difference between the Army and the Cub Scouts? Cub Scouts don't have heavy artillery. Talking out the field today. Hi, what's your name? My name's Bob Fibber. Bob, what do? I'm in artillery. Thank you, Bob. Can we play anything for you? Anything. Just play it loud, okay?
So great. So great.
Just, I want you to imagine, if you could, being on the set with him doing that.
Yeah.
That was not scripted. That was just go and we'll capture as much as we can on film. So,
yeah.
He was one of those actors who had huge range, had amazing content. So I loved Good Morning Vietnam, but this one is a family favorite and shows his range of playing different roles.
Broke my back, the bastard.
So talented. That was a great movie. Kai just was looking at it going, what movie is that? And I said, that's Mrs. Doubtfire. That's one we have to watch.
That's a one, right? So that's a generational movie. That's something that everybody could watch. That's something that everybody can take away from. It was such a good feeling movie. Now, I'm giving a warning, right? The next clip, while I think it's the funniest bit he did, it does include language that some may find
as the viral videos would say, hide your kids, hide your wife.
So it is super funny. It's super relevant about how sometimes we take ourselves too serious. But if you have a problem with language,
this is hands down our favorite skit of Robin Williams of all time, though.
By all time,
there's not one that gets quoted in our family more than this one.
And it's unbelievably real. And, if you play this sport, you know that what I'm talking about. So if you need to leave, have a great time. We gave you music. We gave you content. Laugh a lot today. But we are not done because there's more from Robin Williams. But this skit, bam, take me and show me how to play some golf.
Want a linguistic adventure? Go drinking with a Scotsman. Because you can't fucking understand them before. You land in Scotland and they're going, "Doodle get any, feel right?" Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right, yeah. Fuck you, we've got fight, burn the bullets, that's it, prep up in your neck of it. Sure. Oh fuck sure, right? Man, you know about my backside there, tweak your ass on the full of it, came here. Sure. Oh sure, you dumb fucking bastard. You realise that, eh? And you realise how drunk they get. They could wear a skirt and not care. And how they could invent a sport like golf. Here's my idea for a fucking sport. And knock a ball in a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like pool? Fuck off, pool. Not with a straight stick, with a little fucked up stick. I whack the ball that goes in a gopher hole. Oh, you mean like croquet? Fuck croquet. I put the hole hundreds of yards away. Oh, fuck off, yeah. It's great fun there. Oh, yeah, that's a great thing. Oh, like a bowling thing. Fuck no. Not straight, I put shit in the way. Like trees and bushes and high grass, so you can lose your fucking ball and go whacking away with a fucking tire iron. Whacking away, and each time you miss, you feel like you're gonna have a stroke. Fuck, that's what we'll call it. A stroke, because every time you miss, you feel like you're gonna fucking die. Oh, great. Oh, and here's a bit of back. Oh, fuck, this is brilliant. Right near the end, I'll put a flat piece with a little flag to give you fucking hope. But then I'll put a pool and a sandbox to fuck with your ball again. You'll be there trashing your ass, jerking away in the sand. And you do this one time. Fuck no! 18 fucking...
The whole thing about 18 times is
the best.
it really it does take that to another level. So I follow a series on YouTube done by Evan Carmichael. Evan's great. He interviews or has taken all of the content from just about anybody you know, and he's come up with their top 10 rules for success. And we've shared them here before. Robin Sharma, we've done Richard Branson, we've done Mark Cuban. Well, there are top 10 rules for success from Robin Williams, and I'll go through them and you comment on them. So I'll say it and you tell me what you think.
Great.
Pursue the moment.
Yeah, be present. You know, we found a lot of different ways to talk about being where your feet are and investing in the day. If you didn't hear it from Giannis, then you hear it from another great Robin Williams talking about being present.
Keep going.
Yeah. And we talked about it yesterday, right? Like with Chris Nikic, like just don't give up. You know, Jimmy V said it. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Just keep trying.
Push the envelope.
And I love that from him, because you saw that in a lot of his roles, that he wasn't going to fit into the box that people wanted him to be in. He was going to constantly push the envelope on what he could do, what his own boundaries were. And I think that's necessary for growth is, you know, wherever you feel that you are, there's ways to continue to grow.
Oh, you mean like Keanu Reeves is actually playing Keanu Reeves in every role?
Correct.
Do things out of love.
Yeah, that's just passion, you know, like you talked that you've said it 1,000 times where, you know, do what you love and the money will follow. But, you know, being passionate about what you do and finding real love in it is the key.
Develop your own style.
Yeah, be original, right? Like be you, like take what other people do and, you know, make it your own. Find a way to make it your own. It's not about reinventing the wheel, but it's about making it yours.
Shay, can I get some overtime?
And we'll go to overtime.
Just a couple more that are really worth going through. By the way, develop your own style. If you Google a clip from Dead Poets Society, it talks about being the oddball, being the one that doesn't fit in, don't conform. So I love that. Have idols.
Yeah, I mean, we'd always talk about find the people that are successful, but who are you idolizing? Who are you putting up there as the people you want to be like and following suit with because you know they're doing things the way they should be done?
Be honest.
Which goes into do the hard thing. Like you talked about discipline being hard. Being honest is hard. Being honest with the people that you report to, being honest with the people that report to you, being honest with your loved ones. Honesty is hard. And that's why it's worth doing.
How about this one? Being honest with yourself. The hardest of all. Do interesting work. That one's pretty obvious. Make your life spectacular. And then this last one is really where I want your comment. Be an amazing performer.
And so like what performing means, like in his word, he had to get into character and he had to be fully invested in who that person was in that role in order to be a great performer. I think if you looked at your life as roles, and we've talked about this before, are you investing fully in that role that you're in at that time? Whether it be being a parent, whether it be being a brother, a father, you know, whatever it is, or in your job, your professional role, are you fully invested in who that person is at that time, in that moment, and able to perform at the highest level to do that?
Awesome. So there were 10 great things. I'm going to add 11. And obviously we know that Robin Williams took his own life. He was suffering silently. One of the things they said about him is you don't fake depression, you fake being okay.
Right.
And so if you're thinking about reaching out to somebody, do it today. You might be that phone call that saves them, that connects them, that re-energizes them. So there are lots of people that are struggling by themselves, silently, fighting a demon. Don't wait. Don't have regret. Just reach out, be that person, because mental health and mental fitness is a thing, and being mentally fit with all of the challenges and all the negative bullshit that gets thrown our way. It's a job, be good at it. And, it's all about the people. So I felt it was important to say that. Let's get after it. It's time to get down to business.
Please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights.